Good morning, buongiorno. How are you today? I am making tiramisu today, and I am going to show you how I do it. Now, let me show you the ingredients. Here I have 4 cups of espresso. Now, what I did, I didn't want to take my mocha pot out and do this. I used the instant. Let me tell you, for tiramisu, this is fine. It's delicious. 4 cups of boiling water, 4 very rounded heaping teaspoons of this. You're good to go. Make it ahead of time, let it cool down, and I added just under a 1/4 cup of Kahlua. That makes it extra special. Here I have 6 eggs, separated. The whites were beaten till stiff, which is to pinch of salt, and the yolks were beaten. You can see the color. This takes a while to beat. I used about a scant cup. I would say a cup minus 2 tablespoons, which is 3/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have my lady fingers here that I made yesterday. These are not savoiardi, they are lady fingers, and when I make them for tiramisu, I make them a little crisper, a little browner, because I don't want mush. I will say, when you beat the eggs, I'm reminding myself, these eggs have to be beaten, the yolks with the sugar, for quite some time. You have to periodically test, take a little between your finger or put it on your tongue. If there's any grit or crunch, keep beating. Nobody wants a gritty or crunchy mascarpone. The sugar has to be completely dissolved. And here I have my mascarpone. Now, I made my mascarpone. So I waited so that I could tell you exactly how much I'm putting in this. This was 19 and just under 20 ounces of mascarpone. I would say if you're using the store-bought, get a 16-ounce tub. Don't go less than 16 ounces. If you're making it, I would say probably don't go over 20 ounces. This is probably a max. You don't want a heavy tiramisu. So let's go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix very carefully the mascarpone into my egg yolks. There we go. I'm going to put the mixer on very, very low. There we go, to do this. Get it blended in. I have to tell you guys, I'm new to this and I'm having a bit of a hard time with this video stuff because I'm a teacher. When I wasn't private chefing or catering, I taught culinary classes. And with the time limits, especially TikTok puts on me, I feel like I can't always tell people what I want to tell them. I'm accustomed to being able to show and tell exactly what something should look like or feel like. Tell me how you feel about that. Because I feel like some of these recipe videos are very, they really don't tell the whole story. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to gradually, oops, look at that, I made a mess here. Gradually mix in the egg whites. Now, I don't want to lose the volume, the air that was put in there, so I'm going to do it a little at a time and just gradually fold them. I have to tell you, this is it's my oldest stepson's absolute favorite dessert. It's my mom's favorite dessert. Something I grew up with, and it's wonderful. Now, you don't have to use Kahlua. That's just something we do. My husband is a big fan of Black Russians, so we were kind of really low on the Kahlua, but just under a 1/4 cup to the 4 cups is what I used. Okay. Here we go. Now, I would not worry. This is me. You guys do you. This is a traditional classic way to make tiramisu. I know some people are worried about the raw eggs. I've been doing this for 50 years and never had a problem. Eggs are very pasteurized now, so it's not something that has ever caused a problem, and it's generally how a classic tiramisu has always been made. But obviously, everybody has to make their own decisions on that. Okay. You want to make sure there's no white streaks in there. This is so light and fluffy. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we're going to put it together. I'm going to lay my lady fingers down on the bottom. Now I know some people like to put minimal cream between the layers. I put a lot of cream. This is going to be a 2-layer tiramisu as far as the biscuits are concerned. Okay, so I have 10 in here. I just wanted to make sure they fit. What I'm going to do is dip twice, dip twice. That's just my way. Everybody does it their own way. Some people just barely dip. We want that coffee and Kahlua flavor in there. There we go. I can't tell you how good this is. So as I was saying, I'm having a bit of trouble with these videos because I'm a teacher. And I don't know if that's what people want or if they just want to look at a picture of a pretty recipe. I'm going on the assumption that people want to know how to be successful making them. So I try to be as technical as I can be, but time constraints sometimes. Whoop, there we go. Now I'm going to spread a bunch of this cream on here. I'm really making a mess, but I'm kind of messy, but I always clean as I go. Okay, one more little scoop. I have to tell you, this cream is so creamy, it's luscious. Okay, here we go. If anyone has anything they'd like to see me do, I gave a tutorial on how to tie a meat roll in a quick video I did over the weekend, and oh boy, I got a lot of private messages on that one. That was just something that a lot of people, when I was teaching, honestly didn't know how to do. So if there is something, a procedure, a technique, or a recipe that you really would like to see, please let me know. I've got a bunch of requests I'm wading my way through. And I'm going to use this last one here. Here we go. Now, tiramisu is best served the next day. It needs time to set and for the lady fingers to absorb all that coffee goodness and the cream. Okay, a little bit more here. Awesome. As I said, I made my mascarpone yesterday. That was a whole nother issue. Since we moved to North Carolina, I am finding it very difficult to find non-ultra pasteurized heavy cream. I finally found some at Fresh Market because ultra pasteurized heavy cream does not set up in mascarpone. Okay, here we go. I'll be back in a little while when it's completely set tomorrow morning. You can put your cocoa powder on top and serve. I'll see you in the morning. Hey, okay, our tiramisu is all set. I'm going to put some cocoa on top. Now, I am not going to cut into this because this is going actually to my husband's staff at the hospital. So I'm going to send it to them nicely done. Getting ready to prep for dinner. I have a pizza dough in the oven. And I have leftover meatballs from Sunday. We're going to have a meatball and ricotta and roasted pepper pizza. All homemade, all leftover from Sunday dinner. So that's what we're doing. I would love to know what you guys are doing for dinner. Tell me in the comments below. And please follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. On YouTube, we are LaCicala's. On Instagram, I believe it's LaCicala's Culinary. And here, and on TikTok, we are LaCicala's. TikTok tends to restrict my time. So sometimes I post things on the other platforms that I don't post here, or I post more extensive directions. Here's our beautiful tiramisu. You will never get a better dessert. Love you all. Buon cibo, buon amici, good food, good friends. Have a wonderful day and come back tomorrow. We're going to be doing something really good then too. Bye.